Here, right here, sir. Hi, my name is Penny Carroll. I'm owner, broker, and real estate agent at Penny Carroll and Associates. And with me today is the one and only Kailtin Kramer, also a real estate agent at PCA. Today, Kailtin, we are going to talk about renovations because I'd like to say you're kind of our Chip and Joanna Gaines of PCA. So why don't you visit with us a little bit, or we can talk about your recent renovation that you did, that you tackled. Real quick, how many months did it take from start to finish?
Actually, hold on.
That's okay.
Let's see. We actually started renovating in November.
And we put it on the market in March.
In March, yeah. So it was a longer renovation.
4 months though, and you guys did it from the studs.
Yeah, we did.
Out.
It was a big reno.
So it didn't happen like in an hour TV show with 3-minute commercials.
No, that's fake.
Okay, so I have a few questions for you on this because
Okay.
I've only tackled this once and it was a long time ago and we ended up making no money on it and I didn't ever want to do it again. So in general, when we're thinking of home renovation, it seems quite the trend now. What are some things to consider when doing a reno?
Well, probably the most important thing is it going to actually add equity and value to the home. And then also, do you have the time and money for it?
Big questions.
Yeah.
So time, tell me about, what are some things that could have helped you with time or that you didn't take into consideration when you were taking this on?
Well, one thing that's kind of a given right now is like shipping on materials and things like that, but also just having a plan. I think we learned a lot, so we kind of had to learn the process and the order of things, and so figuring that out and just making sure that you have all your ducks in a row and that you're addressing issues in order because the order does matter.
And you talked about money, so
Yeah.
setting that budget up first.
Yep, setting the budget up and then also having some reserve or whatever you want to call it for things that are going to pop up that you didn't expect, because that will happen.
I heard a good rule of thumb is to set that budget, add 20% onto it so that you have money for those surprises.
Yeah.
Because if it were up to you and Lando, your husband that helped you with the reno, everything was going great, but you have to run it through the city
Yeah.
when it's major changes.
Yeah, I think that probably was one of like the biggest things that slowed us down when it did was the code and the inspectors and waiting for them to come through and approve everything. And you have to do that for everything that you do. So it's not just one time. They have to come back multiple times. So that can take some time.
When you think of some of the large obstacles that maybe seemed real tedious at the beginning, what were some of those that you encountered with your renovation?
So one that took a long time was painting.
Oh, you wouldn't think that'd be a big deal, right?
Well, it is when you're doing trim and ceilings and basically everything from top to bottom. It's a lot, and it's not just slapping one coat of paint on there. It's sanding and priming and filling holes, and there's a lot that goes into it.
Hi, Mark. And then how about with that painting, and when I'm thinking of that, you have to also wait on other contractor schedules.
Yeah, yep.
There's a lot of scheduling that goes into that.
Yeah, that's another thing too is things have to happen in order, and not every contractor is just sitting there waiting for you to call them. They have other things that they're doing, and so you have to plan accordingly and make sure that it all flows, and so that took some time too, and some really good communication and figuring that out.
And this renovation, you were actually partnered with someone that was out of state.
Yep.
Rakesh from California. Great partner.
Yes.
But going through that, could you maybe see where there would be some, maybe, what would I want to say, bumps in the road if you didn't have a good partner? Or let's say you're with a family or friend. What are some of your recommendations on that?
Yeah, so I think from the very beginning, everyone needs to establish their roles so that everyone knows what they're responsible for, what they're supposed to handle, what their boundaries are, and then just make sure the communication is there.
And on top of that communication comes a whole lot of trust.
Yes, yep.
So I really applaud you for that, because that could have been a nightmare on top of the renovation things that you were dealing with. But you even had a contract that you followed so that at the beginning it was very clear, and at the end when things get a little crazy and you've got paint all over you, everybody remembers what the goals were. Lastly, when it comes to real estate building and renovations, what are some things to think about in the current market when heading into renovation?
So I would say like the priority of each project. There's a lot of things that you can do to a home, like you know, if you're going to redo the floors or repaint the cabinets or replace them, countertops, landscape, all these different things. I would definitely come up with a plan for the priority of each of those projects. What's most important? If you start to get tight on the budget, what are some things that you can cut out and not do?
And stick to the budget.
And stick to the budget, yeah, absolutely.
Because the goal is to make some equity in this.
That's the reason why you're doing it, probably.
Yep. So you did a great job, Caitlin.
Thank you.
It's also listed right now. If you want to give people the address and a little bit of detail on that.
Yeah, so it's 926 First Street North in Newton, Iowa. 50208. It is a 4-bed, 3-bath, finished basement, walkout. It's a raised ranch, brand new deck, and pretty much brand new from top to bottom. So.
It's gorgeous. You guys did a great job on it.
Thanks.
So if you want that home, give Caitlin a call. Also, if you'd like one of our new t-shirts that we're sporting today, give us a call and we'd be happy to drop one off for you. I'm Penny Carroll, Penny Carroll & Associates Real Estate.
And I'm Caitlin Kramer.
Thank you.